Who is this?
The real question is, who are you? Are you someone capable? Someone I can work with?
I recognize your voice. You're that guy from the Duga radar installation.
Call me Seshko. We can help each other.
Raised in the jungle, right?
Yeah, a concrete jungle called Moscow. Anyway, it seems we're both looking for someone. We might as well join forces. Besides, I have no love for these NAR droids you're tangled up with. They're in my way.
How do you know I'm looking for someone?
Please. It was practically written across your forehead last time I saw you. The music box, remember? That schizo old man also told me a few things about you when I was doing the Duga radar job.
Well, let's say I'm interested. Where do we go from here?
Let's meet in 2 hours. Talk face to face. Find me on the roof of Cafe Pripyat in the port. Don't be late.
Let's make it happen.
Let's get cracking, Professor Fancy Pants!
You entered the zone like a ghost, but now so many people know about you and your mission. I don't like this, Igor. This is dangerous. Sashko is a real daredevil, all right, But like everyone else out here, he probably has his own agenda. Watch your step, Igor.
What are you, drunk or something? He's behind cover! Flank him! Tango's behind cover! Careful! I've lost Blue. We gotta check it out. I'm wounded!
No. No, I don't believe this.
Impressive. Now for the real test.
What do you mean? Test?
You think I trust you now? Why? Because you showed up? You need to show me I'm making the right decision. I want to see with my own eyes that when the time comes, you will not hesitate.
You want me to perform some parkour stunt for you? That's your idea of a test?
Whatever. Call it what you want. I call it a bit of insurance. Now go. See? Never doubted you, Chief. Well done.
What was that all about?
Trust, ego. It was about trust.
I hope this wasn't all for nothing. Will you join me now? That was crazy what you asked me to do. You know that.
Crazier than sneaking into the irradiated zone and playing tag with an army of mercenaries?
Point taken.
Like I said, we can help each other. But understand this, it's just a temporary partnership. You and I are not friends.
Sure thing, partner. Looking forward to working with you. Listen, who gave you the music box?
Crazy old man like a vagrant. Normally I don't work with people like that, but it's not like the zone provides a lot of choice in clients. I did what I was asked of me, got paid and left. That's the end of it.
You mentioned that you're looking for someone. Who?
Normally I'd say, none of your damn business. But in the spirit of trust, I'll tell you. It's my brother. I need to find him and ask him some questions.
Okay. Talk to you soon.
How's it hanging, Professor Egghead?
Michiel, what is that devilish cacophony blasting from our radio?
You're obviously no fucking Gopnik, but you'll learn. This is the music of the zone. But you were born here. How can you not know this stuff?
Well, don't forget I spent many years in the UK. James fucking Bond, remember?
Right. You definitely missed some vital history, like the collapse of the Soviet Union, the Yanayev Uprising, and hard bass.
The last one sounds especially ominous. What's that?
Not a big music fan, huh?
I love music. Listening to Tatiana play the violin is one of my fondest memories. Sibelius, Rachmaninoff, Stravinsky, Prokofiev, Shostakovich, even Vivaldi.
Jesus H. Fuck Nugget! You must be like 100 fucking years old!
I'm not, though I feel like it sometimes.
We need to remedy this situation pronto. I want you to listen to Sex, Kvass, and Hard Bass. It'll change your understanding of music forever.
I have absolutely no doubt about that. Michiel, you've been around.
Perhaps of gathering and...
Actually,
What's new, Igor?
nothing much. What about you? Still thinking about Anton?
Yeah, we had some great adventures together as mercenaries.
I remember Anton talking about Casham. What was that all about?
Kashim was a nasty piece of business. How much do you know about the civil war in Syria?
Not much. I've had other things on my mind.
You and the rest of the world. Nobody cares about those people. For the big players, Russia, the US, China, most of these war-torn countries are nothing but a playground for testing their weapons and making policy. It's called war by proxy. Us mercs usually play a supporting role to the armies on the ground, supplying intel, equipment, and tech. There's an unspoken rule that we never attack each other directly, but sometimes we get in each other's way, and then things can get out of hand. That's what happened in Kashim. Assad's forces, backed by Russian mercenaries, clashed with the SDF, which was supported by the US. The US used dozens of drones, fighter jets, and helicopters to pretty much annihilate the opposition. Anton and his mercenary buddies weren't equipped to deal with that kind of air superiority. He watched some of his friends die, and came close to getting killed himself.
I admire your bravery and dedication, Olivier. And Anton's. Still, I can't help but wonder why we keep killing each other over some godforsaken strip of land. It goes against everything I believe.
And I admire your idealism, Igor, but you're in the minority, and sometimes violence is the only way to solve a problem. That's something I think you're going to learn in the near future.
Do you think you could find some...
But I'll be...
Maybe some other...
You're the boss, Igor.
Sup, Igor?
I'm okay. What's on your mind?
Exploring Pripyat sometimes reminds me of my life in Moscow when I was a teenager. We used to live in one of those awful cheap flats called Khrushchevka.
I remember that. I used to live in one as well. They were the epitome of communist architecture.
Right. Small, narrow, and claustrophobic. Like a cage made of concrete. A scientist might say its size was inversely proportional to how much the family members hated each other. And somehow it seemed to shrink every year. There was this urban legend going round about the front door being too narrow to fit a coffin through.
I never heard that one.
So, it was better not to die inside. You feel me? I wonder all the time what really happened to my parents. I never even went to their funeral. I had to run. But that's a story for another day, I guess.
I'm really sorry about your parents, Sashko. I would like to redistribute our gear.
Sure, redistribute the shit out of it. How are things, Professor?
Hey, Sashko, you're experienced, right? Is there anything you can teach me, about,
About what? Living on the streets? I'm not offended. I can show you a thing or two, but you need to practice if you're serious about improving.
Fantastic. I'm ready to learn.
Hey, partner. Welcome to the maze. This is a new trick and you're an old dog, but what the hell? It may even save your ass. You're welcome. Please don't make me regret setting this up for you. It was a major hassle. Anyway, I get to test this training ground on you. Your job is to enter the maze and find the exit as fast as you can. But keep in mind, it will require some stretching. Just follow my lead and try to keep up. Ready? Let's go. Don't just stand there. Jump, drop your hips and bend those knees. Lie flat on your stomach. Gather momentum. Run, Igor, run! I'm mightily impressed, Igor. You made a great addition to our gang back in Moscow when I was running for a year at the Brick. Anyway, it's good to exercise at your age. It has a rejuvenating effect. You already seem 10 years younger. I'm not accustomed to doling out praise, so try and appreciate it. You did good during your training. Nice job. Got a sec, partner?
Shoot.
I know how to make small, shaped charges. Perfect for demolition locks.
Right. I can see that coming in handy.
But first, I need you to pick up the plastic left over from the Dugar radar operation.
Sounds like it's worth it.
I'm a practical man. I wouldn't go suggesting shit like this if it was just a waste of time. I built my first pipe bomb when I was 8. I can make a charge from just about anything.
How did such a promising young man ever end up here?
I've left some plastique in my old hidey-ho. Bring it here and I'll get it to work. Ready to go?
Sure.
I'll mark the building on your map. It's in the Duga radar facility. Let's do this.
Let's get cracking, Professor Fancy Pants!
Charges? I always knew that you had something explosive hidden inside of you, Professor Kimunu. Just be very careful, love. Once you help someone, you can easily become responsible for them.
Okay, Sashko. I'm in position.
You should find the place, no problem. It's in a one-way story building on the perimeter of the Moscow Eye.
Who's there?
I think I know where it is.
Engage the target! It's after him, boys! Shoot to kill! Shoot him up! Flank his ass! No mercy!
Run while you still can.
I must be tired. This doll isn't really talking, is it?
You're making a big mistake. Why did you come here? Watch out for him. He can do you serious harm. You will only find pain here.
Shut up! Just shut up!
He is coming, Igor. He's close.
Stop right there. You're on Pripyat Bradford turf now.
Anything interesting going on around here lately?
Well, there's something fishy happening in the power plant. Those NAR fuckers have been running around like crazy lately. And there's this creepy fuck with a black mask hunting for something. Whatever it is, it's bad for business. He leaves me alone, but he scares my customers.
So you do have other customers?
What did I just say? That fucker's been scaring him away. If it wasn't for him, this place would be busier than the Izmailovsky market.
Well,
there's something fishy.
You mentioned something about trade. What kind of things do you have? What about this, box of loot?
That'll be one food ration. You wanna fuck with the Bradford tourist? No rations, no loot boxes.
I better be going now.
Bradford forever, Igor!
I hate being outside. Cold, wet, and full of mosquitoes all biting you in the dick. Patrolling Pripyat almost makes you wish you were someplace else. I should have brought that goddamn power bar. I'm starving. I could use a smoke.
Sashko, I found the plastique box, but it's empty. There are some droppings and... is it possible rats took your charges?
Well, shit, those sneaky bastards must have been really hungry.
Now what?
Well, no charges means more work for me and also more work for you. I can make the compound from scratch, but that means I'll need the ingredients from somewhere else. But first, we need to take care of the rat problem.
What do you mean?
You got the detonator? Press the button.
Why would I do that?
To blow these bastards to Rat Kingdom come. I don't want them running around with my charges.
All right, time to meet the great rat catcher in the sky, my furry little friends. Nothing? Shit.
You actually pressed the button? I'm impressed.
Nothing happened.
Of course nothing happened, goofus. It's a dummy. But well, right? Igor Kimenik, professor, lover, pyromaniac.
This was another of your idiot stunts? You know, I know I should be surprised, but actually I'm not.
It's not a real detonator. It's just a prop. I was just messing with you, Professor. Trust me, I wouldn't risk the life of my brave companion like that. But you still need to go to find my other stash and bring me the components I need. It's right next to the connector.
Spread out and search the area. Keep an eye out for the explosives.
Sashko, I found the building, but it's crawling with NAR soldiers. Looks like they know about the stash. Any ideas?
Fuckers, they must have spotted me earlier.
A little heads up would be appreciated next time.
Hey, you got this, man. You're better at this shit than you give yourself credit for.
Thanks, but...
You're breaking up. I'm losing signal. Igor, signal.
Sashko! Sashko! Damn it!
ass up!
I wonder what's for dinner. Hope it's not that fucking pea soup again.
Stop right there. You're on Pripyat, bro.
You mentioned something. What about this?
That'll be one.
Sure thing.
Here you go. It's just for you.
I better be going now.
Bratva forever, Igor.
Sashko, I found your components.
Glad to hear it. For a moment there, I thought I might lose my favorite partner in crime.
Was that supposed to be humor, Sashko? Not bad for a first try. Sashko, you know the difference between dynamite and nitroglycerin? I need you to be more stable, like dynamite, and less like nitroglycerin, which will just blow a person to hell for no reason.
You want to make an omelet? You gotta crack a few skulls. Am I right?
If you know so much about eggs, how about helping out with the cooking?
Nah, that's your department. I'll stick to what I'm good at. Blowing shit up.
My favorite egghead! What have you been up to?
Fighting NAR, shadows, Chernobylite, same old boring story.
Your everyday stalker chores, huh?
Sure. Hey, you never told me how you became a stalker.
It was a fucking slow process, alright. At first, I wasn't looking for anything specific. I was a wanderer, an urban explorer. When that didn't turn my crank anymore, I started getting into dark tourism.
What's that?
Well, it's like visiting places that gives you chills. Catacombs, mass graves, concentration camps, mausoleums, cemeteries, dungeons, mass murder scenes. Places that always seem to be under a shadow, with all this negative energy. I can always sense it with my third eye.
Well, that's a peculiar sort of holiday destination. Well, what were you hoping to find?
I'm not entirely sure. It was just cool to be there. Fukushima, Ground Zero, the Paris catacombs. When I came to the exclusion zone, something changed. I knew right away I was gonna stay here and make a living catering to my fellow tourists. Most of them were just Western idiots who needed a babysitter. But it was fucking worth it. This is me now, Mikhail the Stalker. Making a living in Pripyat, scavenging, wheeling and dealing, listening to dark voices. Cool, huh?
Yes, very cool. But I'm worried about these voices of yours. Perhaps you should ease up on the radioactive shrooms? Mikhail, you've...
Taps of gathering and...
Actually...
You have a minute?
Something you wanted to talk about?
Someone. Did you know Anton has a daughter? Dasha?
My God.
He kept it from me for a long time. Even though we were friends, I did wonder sometimes why he didn't blow his pay on booze and women like the rest of us. He was putting money away for her future. For an education and stuff. He wanted her to have a better starting point in life. I've already decided that when this is all done, I'm going to find her and take care of her. But no one knows what the future holds, right? That's why I have a big favor to ask of you. If anything should happen to me, I'd like you to find Dasha and give her my pay. Please.
Olivier, please, don't talk like this. Once we've figured this whole thing out, you'll have plenty of opportunity to do that yourself.
No. I really need you to promise me this. Anton deserves no less.
I promise. Do you think you could find some...
But I'll be...
Maybe some other time.
You're the bossy.
Do you have a moment, Igor?
Sure. What do you need?
I was wondering about that deranged old hobo I did the Duga radar gig for.
Tarakan?
Yeah, some of the things he said in passing makes me think there's more to him.
More than a demented techno-shaman with a knack for spy stuff and an unhealthy obsession with rats?
Funny. But yes, I think he uses that stuff as a shell, into personal armor. There's something underneath all of that. When I was in Budrakia prison, I met some guys doing time for political stuff. They told me how in the olden days, high-level, disloyal types were committed to a nut house. I mean, what's up with that, right?
It had more to do with protecting the whole system than punishing one person. The people in charge wanted to send a message that it was insane not to believe the Soviet Union was the best country, or countries in the world.
Yeah, insane. Did you know any rebels like that?
I don't think so. Why?
There was this rumor about someone important who was about to blow the whistle on the Duga project. He got chucked into the loony bin before he could speak up.
Really? Who do you think it was?
Beats me. The official reason was a mental breakdown after the Chernobyl disaster. Convenient timing, if you ask me. We probably won't ever know who it was. Lobotomies and drugs will turn your brain to mush.
Hey.
About what? I can show you.
Actually, I...
What's the plan, Kiminuk?
Igor, I need a minute.
What's going on?
Something's up. NAR is being really active on the radio. They're looking for someone, supposedly a traitor and a thief. I managed to pinpoint the location. It's Kopachi, the village near the Pripyat River. This could be our ticket into the power plant. This person might know something important or have access to useful gear.
What do you think he could know?
Passwords, credentials, uniforms, even rations. And it should be a fairly straightforward mission. If you're smart and fast, you won't even have to mix it up with NAR.
You're right. This could be important. We should at least have a friendly chat with this so-called traitor.
I'm glad you see my point. It's in Kopachi. You can't miss it. Let's do this.
Let's get cracking, Professor.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend, as they say. But can you ever trust a traitor, Igor? Trust is such a fragile thing, earned at a great price, yet so easily lost. But you never lost your trust in me, right, my love?
Christ, what kind of experiments have the KGB been conducting? Is the NAR trying to continue their work?
Look sharp, this asshole's gotta be around here somewhere. Eyes open. I don't need any more shit from Kozlov. I know, damn Samushells. Nothing but thieves, drifters, and lunatics.
Why lunatics?
What sane person would choose to live in this irradiated wilderness? We asked them nicely to leave, yet they're still fucking resisting.
Hey, you're right. I wouldn't be here either, but they pay better than the army.
They must be looking for our mystery guy.
Hey, don't hurt me! I'm unarmed!
Hands where I can see them. I take it you're the traitor everyone's so anxious to find.
What? Where did you get that? I'm no traitor. I was never even with the NAR.
You'll have to be a lot more convincing than that. Those spooks really want to find you. Your face is all over the radio.
All right. I used to trade with some of the grunts sometimes. But those knuckleheads got confused about how trading works. They tried to rip me off, and...
And what?
One thing led to another, and you understand. I took a few little items to balance the account. Obviously, they didn't want the brass to find out about their little side hustle, so they cooked up this yarn about a traitor.
Interesting.
Yeah, but not nearly as interesting as you, my friend. You're new to the zone, right? You've been staying in Mikhail's warehouse. I wonder what you're up to.
How did you know that?
I need to go now. They're probably worried about me.
Who's they?
Sorry, I can't tell you that. Please step aside. I'm going now.
No, you're not. We have no idea who this guy is, Igor. We turned him loose, he could run straight back to NAR and trade our lives for their forgiveness or some other kind of deal. Don't you even think about letting him go, at least not before combing through his stuff.
Just another stalker trying to make it in the zone, eh? You're free to go.
Yeah, whatever. Namas fucking tay, Igor!
And good day to you, Mikhail. I saw you fooling around with some cards earlier. Are you a gambling man?
These are tarot cards.
Huh? Are you moonlighting as a gypsy? Where's your crystal ball?
Oh, let me think where I left it. Oh, now I remember. It's up your asshole. You don't like anything that doesn't fit with your mind-numbing scientific worldview, right?
I don't like superstitious nonsense without any basis in reason or fact.
You can bet your skinny little ass there are things around here that can't be easily explained. You should keep an open mind instead of just burying your face in books. The tarot can be a powerful fucking tool if you let it.
Okay, I'll bite. What does the tarot say?
I actually already pulled a card for you today. The Lovers! Nice! This card can have multiple meanings. There's the obvious one.
Me and Tatiana?
Very good. But it also means having to make a choice. One that will have consequences you cannot foresee. I'd have to pull a second card to get into it. Should I do that, Igor?
I think I'll stick with my mind-numbing scientific worldview. Thanks anyway. Mikhail, you...
Perhaps of gathering and...
Actually...
Hey, old-timer, I need help dressing my wounds. I'm on the road to recovery now. Thanks.
Hello.
Hey, you seem preoccupied.
I've been thinking about the nuclear disasters in the West. They never got as much coverage in the press as Chernobyl. Not anything like it. Isn't that odd?
I think the Americans just wanted to distract the world from what was going on in their own nuclear backyard.
Interesting. Some might call it a conspiracy theory, but do you think Chernobylite has already been discovered someplace else?
I really don't know. But if nuclear fusion is the key, then we should probably expect it to appear in other places. Hanford, Windscale, Bushehr, Fukushima. There are about 450 operational nuclear reactors in the world right now.
Yeah. Something to think about, eh? But let's focus on what's in front of us. One problem at a time, Professor.
Right.
What's going on, Igor?
Rhino 3, this is Bluebird. Do you read? Over.
This is Rhino 3, reading you loud and clear, Bluebird. Over.
Rhino 3, change of plans. Jack Frost is heading for the Kapachi Kindergarten. ETA 3 hours. Provide support for a helo. Over.
Wilco, Bluebird, we're moving out. ETA 2 hours. Over and out.
Jack Frost? That's an old nickname me and Boris gave Professor Semenov when we were still students. Could it be? He brought me here to Pripyat years ago. Helped me get Tatiana a position too. And now he works for NAR? He must have his reasons, and he's always been a brilliant scientist. He's still my best shot at finding Tatiana. I need to see him.
Your old mentor, huh? Try and find him if you think it's important. Just be extra careful.
I'm always careful, Olivier.
You'll most likely have an escort. Try to sneak past. Don't go Rambo on them.
Time to step up to the mark, Professor.
Let's do this.
Let's get cracking,
What is this? It can't be real. No! No! No!
Igor, it's not the end. I won't let it end like this. Go. Die. Fade. Portal. Help. Die. Igor. Time. What is time, Igor? Is it a straight line? An arrow fired at the dawn of creation, moving steadily towards infinity? A universal constant that cannot be altered? Or is it something much more? A fourth dimension that can change, slowing down, speeding up, even shrinking or moving backwards. Something that can take the form of cosmic strings, infinite, full of mass and energy, bending reality and space, going on forever. You arrived at your base wounded and scarred, but you didn't know the correct password for Olivier. Go ahead, Igor. Change the past.
Hands where I can see them. What's the password?
Nostalgia. We don't have time for games, Olivier. Can't you tell it's me?
You picked the password. Let's just stick to the rules, shall we? Come on in.
And if you could change any of your decisions, would it be like going back in time, or would it create an alternate universe? This is your chance to rethink the decisions you've made, a chance to reshape the fabric of space-time reality, a chance to alter your timeline. We can be together, Igor, but you have to learn the truth if you truly want to find me. Sashko asked you to destroy the Moscow Eye or make it work for you. Your choice was to make use of the PDA upgrade. Terracon asked you to burn all of his notes. You did as he asked, but you gave up the chance to find more information about me. While searching Tarakan's hideout, you disarmed his traps, leaving the place vulnerable to the NAR. You considered rearming the traps, but feared they could be set off by a civilian. Because of that fear, you decided not to rearm the traps. Mikhail wanted you to help him wipe out the NAR servers. You did as he asked, but missed an opportunity to find new information about me. You saved Mikhail from poisonous gas. When you asked him, he gladly joined your team.